Hey, it's Rachel Carly J, and today we have yet again another episode, I believe our 4th episode of monthly mental health check-ins. And today we're talking about patience, baby. And honestly, we're gonna go straight off the dome with this one. If you're new here and you don't know what monthly mental health check-in is, I'll give you a little brief, don't worry. Monthly mental health check-in is where we sit down at the end of each month and we converse, we talk, we go back and forth about some things that we learned during the month that could potentially help each other, because we're all going through this journey called life. And not everybody knows everything, and some people need help with certain things. So we just check up on each other, catch up, and talk about those certain things. And I give you guys the ability to go ahead and reach out to me through social media, which if you don't already follow me now, or to even leave a comment inside of this video of whatever you'd like to talk about. Mental health is extremely important. If you're doing better inside, you're gonna do better outside of your body. If you enjoy videos like this and also self-help related content, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a huge thumbs up if you're ready for the month of December. Now, let's get into patience. Patience is so important. It's something that I'm constantly working on with myself, because honestly, my patience is not that great. And if you're someone that's struggling with having some patience when it comes to certain things, then we're just gonna talk a little. I'm just gonna give you guys a little rundown. Patience is a virtue. Every human in this world needs to practice some patience. Without patience, we are just so anxious and stressed all the time about things that are literally coming. I am a victim of this. I do it all the time. And that stress and anxiety because we don't know when something is coming makes us have a worse time. So that's where practicing patience is extremely important. People also tend to use patience for things that don't need it instead of your actual life and things that occur inside of your life. Like, a lot of people will have patience for, let's say, the ride at an amusement park, or even to wait for their favorite artist to drop their album, even though they never announced that they were dropping an album. They never announced the date. They never announced if they're even dropping one or not, but they're just waiting patiently. Okay, so why don't we wait for things in life patiently? Like that career or love that you want so bad. Because the greatest thing I've ever heard is that things that come easy are only a placeholder. They're not meant to be there, and they're not going to last. As an example, virality. When people go viral, it tends to be viral for that quick second. And then after a few months, 6 months, they have to find other ways to stay relevant, because now their views are slipping, they're losing followers, and they're not gaining as much as they were when they went viral. So people get hung up over this, oh snap, it happened so fast, but then it stops because you're not keeping yourself in the loop. But you then look at a channel that takes time to grow. It takes them months and even like a year or two, maybe even 3-4 years for them to get really top notch. High views, high following, but they organically grew and went slower, which means that they grew an audience that really loves them for them, instead of loving them for something that they went viral for, that if they do anything outside of that, nobody cares about it. And although that took more time, you gained a stronger foundation and a better engaging audience than you would if you went viral. This is something I'm trying to remember as a content creator. And again, this is just an example, okay? But it's a perfect example of patience. The next example of patience that I can give you is weight loss or bodybuilding journeys. I am still in mine, and I'm still considered a beginner even though I've been doing it since May. Well, consistently since May, which we'll do a whole video on towards the end of this year for the new year, so don't worry about that. I haven't forgot about you guys. I know we love the health and fitness content, and it's coming. But one of the biggest mistakes that people do is they try to do these quick fixes and think that it's gonna last, when really one slip up and it's over, babe. For an example, when women get BBLs, they cannot just get the BBL and stop doing everything that they do fitness wise. As a matter of fact, if they don't keep up with their BBL by going to the gym and eating certain foods and even sitting on a little butt pillow, they're going to end up reversing their BBL, and their BBL is going to start looking very funny looking inside of their body. So that's a quick fix, because guess what? You have to keep up with it. Or another great example is a keto diet. A lot of people use keto diets when they want to lose weight super fast. And yes, it works. You'll lose a lot of weight within a short period of time. However, one slip up, one small slip up, and you're gonna gain all that right back. And the thing about keto diet is that it is not sustainable because you're actually taking away certain nutrients that your body needs just to make it starve itself so that way you can lose that weight fast. But in the long run, you're not giving your body the right nutrition it needs from other foods that the keto diet does not have in it. So yes, it's a quick fix, but is it going to last? No. Now we're gonna look at the other end of somebody who has taken a couple years, 2-3 years, to finally get to where they want to be. But they've slowly started eating better food. They went from weight loss training to now weight training, which helped their body transition more smoothly. And now if they have a slip up day where they eat a cheat meal, maybe once a month, they're not gonna undo all the work they worked so hard on for all these years, because now your body's used to it. Because you have taken the time, went through the motions, stayed consistent, and had patience with your body, and now you can do whatever you want while still looking the way you want to look. Long story short, without patience, we are not going to get anywhere in life. And the things that come super fast are not going to last. And whatever it is, whether that's love, the career, your goal body, you are going to get it as long as you put towards it. As long as you're just not sitting back waiting for it to happen and you're actually taking the initiative to work towards it each and every day, then it is going to happen. God sees what you're doing. It's not going unnoticed. And right now it might feel like such a strenuous wait for something that you really, really want. But baby, the wait is worth it, because what you're gonna get at the end is going to be more grander than if he just gave something for you right now. And if you don't trust the process and you don't have patience, you're going to find yourself in the same situations over and over and over again. You're gonna find yourself constantly having highs and lows rapidly. Like, oh my God, this worked out for me for about a week, and then now I'm right back at the bottom. But then it's gonna work out again for another week, and then I'm right back at the bottom. Who wants to live like that? Be patient from the start and trust the process. Live in the process. Because if you're staring down a tunnel and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, but each part of the tunnel is a new course, and each course you're going to learn something new to help you get to the light at the end of the tunnel. So you need to embrace the highs and the lows of the process and just go along for the ride. There's something my brother told me that will forever stick with me, and that's stressing about something before it even happens is like living it twice. And we only get one life to live, babe. If we sit here and we think about, let's say, stressing about a job that we really want, that we just put the application in for, and we're just worried that we're not gonna get it. So now you're spending all this time stressing about something that hasn't even happened yet. Then when it comes time to find out if you got the job or not, and you find out that you didn't, you're extremely upset, like you didn't already experience that. Now this will be an episode within itself, so we're not going to get too deep into stress, but stress plays a big role of impatience, and you'll find yourself more stressed out about future outcomes and things that you really want in this world, but you don't have it yet, and you're wondering when it's going to happen, and you're just holding on, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm working towards it, why isn't it happening? And you're giving yourself unnecessary stress. But in conclusion, you need to have some patience. Trust the process. Trust God. Trust the universe. It is going to happen. And literally all you have to do is show up. 90% of life is literally just showing up. You cannot control what's going to happen or not. You might think that you can to a certain extent, and to a certain extent you can based off of what you put your energy towards. Because obviously if you're working towards that new job and you're putting the energy towards looking for that new job, you're going to find that new job, right? So in a way you are controlling kind of what ends up happening. But there is that other part of control that you don't have, where it could go the complete different direction and you end up getting a job that you didn't even think you had in mind, but it ends up working out better than what you had in mind. Every single day we get a new chance to work towards exactly what it is that we want out of life and exactly what we want out of ourselves. So be grateful for that and use up that time and energy towards what it is that you want, because it's not going to happen without work. So whoever told you that is literally lying to your face. But you want to go after something that fulfills your soul and makes you feel more whole and like you're really working towards what it is you want to do with yourself. So have some patience. It's going to happen. And remember, all you got to do is show up. God is going to handle the rest. Just be ready for when it happens, and don't stress about when it's going to happen. Just know it will, and everything is going to work out in your favor. And remember, if something doesn't go the way that you thought it would, that's because it wasn't aligned for you to begin with, and God is removing it. That way he can bring in what's next for you that's actually meant for you. So don't stress. Everything happens for a reason. And as the key word for today is have some patience. And with that being said, we are gonna wrap up episode number 4 of monthly mental health check-in. I can't believe we've hit 4 months of straight consistency. Boom! Your girl has been working hard. I know some weeks I'm pushing out 1 video, some weeks I'm pushing out 2. I really try to push for the 2, but sometimes I just got a lot to do. But I hope you guys had an amazing month of November, and now on to December, literally tomorrow. And this is our final month of 2023. I would suggest getting together your goals for New Year's and writing down a good plan of how you're gonna do it, because this month is gonna go by fast. I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving, went Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday shopping. And again, comment below or even DM me on social media if you need someone to talk to and you're going through certain things. But I love you guys. Seriously, everything's going to work out. Don't stress. Just be patient and be ready. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.